I'm here, people. I'm here. I'm just letting it tune up. I'm letting it tune up. I'm here. Respect to everybody that's coming in the building. Respect to everybody. Much love to you. Okay. Now, as you see, the title of this live says respect. And me, I don't care what nobody say in the world. I don't watch 41 years. As I always said, I could take myself out of this. I watch 41 years of the world disrespect each other. I watch respect go out the window. I watch simple things where holding the door open for a woman or getting a woman flowers or even saying good morning to a woman or saying good morning to people. That became weird. Where in the world we look at each other as strangers now, where if somebody be nice to you, it's weird and it's awkward. And I'm looking at a world where people was taught wrong and people are still being taught wrong. And if you take Martin Luther King, of when he had nonviolent and he was telling people that he gonna show America's ugly eye. And he showed America's ugly eye, but the thing is, don't matter what he went through or what he did to America, he was still evil. Don't mind all this nonsense that you see. They make schools, they make Martin Luther King posters, they make a lot of stuff. But said, did you respect him and his people? No, no. And I'm not gonna play the game of saying, oh, look how far we done came. Nah, nah. See, people really get this thing out of order of when we talk about respect. You know, because it was okay for people to do what they want to black people in America and all around the world. But nowadays, when it comes to black people waking up and fighting back, we're wrong. We're crazy. We're extreme. We're a whole bunch of other things, you know, and me, far back as I can remember, I don't go for stuff like that. I don't go for where you think you're gonna hit me and I'm gonna turn the other cheek. Or you gonna hit us and we must turn the other cheek. That's why I said I respect Martin Luther King. And I found out the older I got of what he was doing. But as I always said, I was on the side of Malcolm where you're not gonna hit me and thinking it's okay. No, we're not talking about Martin today. We talking about Malcolm. Cause the sad thing about it is like people think that they could treat people a certain way, and I'm talking about all type of people now. Even when black people treating black people like crap, we think that's okay. That's not okay. You know, and it's the dirty negative energy that entered into this world where it's making humans believe that it's okay to treat each other like trash and you're gonna get something at the end. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing but pain and sorrow at the end of your day, and you know you feel it, okay? Because nobody can feel your spiritual pain but you and those. You know, so like a lot of people always think they gonna get away with stuff. You ain't getting away with nothing under this universe. Mm-mm. Everything is being followed. Everything is being watched. What you think you getting away with, it's just a moment in time. This is why people like Donald Trump could be disrespectful. Even people like Biden could be disrespectful. They all could be disrespectful and say what they want. Because I'm going to keep saying it until the cows come home. Don't matter what people say. All these politicians put on a good show for the people. Donald Trump don't hate Joe Biden by no bit. Donald Trump don't hate Obama by no bit. Because he called him out on the birthright rights. Nah. They're good friends. But the people, they'll believe that Donald Trump and Obama got beef because they're two Republicans and he's a Democrat. Nah. But that's how they keep the people in America divided and the world divided too. Because no matter wherever you go in this world, there's two parties. And one always talking about they fighting for the people. And one always talking about they fighting for the state. You know, and sad thing is people gonna continue to fall into this trick. They ain't gonna come out of it. Cause they got those that see the light and they got those that's gonna be stuck in the light. They're gonna be stuck in this world that they love. And it may sound strange, but that's just the truth of it. All this that we see today with the cell phones, the TV, the technology, people will be stuck in this world for a long time. And it won't be coming out. And like what I mean by respect too, they bringing this foolish thing called AI. Last time any one of us checked, the only AI we know is Allen Iverson. You know, and artificial intelligence is going to be very sick because you see it right now where it's sick. You got people, you ask them something simple and they going on Google's or something or to ask the AI on their phone. As I always say, I'd rather bust my brain I remember when we was going to school and you was a kid and you had to talk about how much points Jordan had, or how much points Patrick Ewing had, or how much points Clyde Drexler had when you was a kid. And you remember this shit off your head when you and your friends there arguing when y'all in school. Like Jordan had 22 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Somebody come, Clyde had 20, you know. Like we remember this off of our head. And it's so bad now where AI is killing the brain and making the human saying, you know what? I'm gonna press this button right here and I'm gonna get it. So I don't need to remember. Or I'm gonna type it in and it's gonna tell me what I need to know. I don't need to remember. Let me tell you something, people. If you should remember your name and you should remember your birthday and you should remember your family and you should remember your friends and you should remember where you're living and what you're living around, you should remember everything else that comes along in life too. You know? And this is what I mean by the respect. You know, because these governments around the world will want you to respect them, but ain't God higher than you? Who gave you the rights to put me under your control and say I must listen to you? Wait, you did, because you took over people's lands and you took over people and you put people under control. And if people step outside of your box, that's a problem to your program. So you was the one who set up this whole program. You know, because when the people are searching to find where we all came from, where we have different religions, and you have the people searching, you know, you got Islam, you got Catholics, you got the Christians, and you got many more other religions. You got everybody searching for something, but the thing is, everybody's scared to say it. You know, they scared to say it because the money greed is so good to some people. People ask yourself, where do we get our money from? All around the world. Because as I said, this is not about one nation. This is not about one continent. This is worldwide. This is a worldwide heist that they pulled. That they pulled. You know, a worldwide stick up, a worldwide jukes, a worldwide grab, however you want to call it. Okay, a worldwide taking. Okay, a worldwide finesse. Slip from right underneath your feet. Knocked the wind from your back. Took your cap off. Threw your crown on the ground. And still got you searching to find yourself. And that's what many people are living in right now. Because I don't care how people want to twist it and turn it. Once you're a human being, don't tell me nothing else. Don't tell me anything of why humans are fighting over different religions once you're a human being. Okay? If you can't come up with a sensible answer, I don't talk to people when it comes to things like that, because you're just part of the situation as well. Because you think I'm going to tell Catholic people that they better than Islamic people, or Christians that they better than Islamic people. I'm not with that foolish argument at all. I'm not with that division at all. That is a whole bunch of trickery. That is evilness. It's evil for you to live as a human, no matter what color you is or what religion you is, to think that your religion make you better than somebody else. You got two black dudes, one a Christian and one a Catholic, but both of them fighting over their religion, but they don't even understand that they two damn freaking males. They don't understand that they two brothers. They don't understand that they two humans. They don't understand they two souls. Nah. But they're fighting over he's a Christian and he's a Muslim. He's a Catholic or he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim or she's a Catholic. Hey, let me ask you, what are you solving? What are you fighting for? Because at the end of the day, whether you call it the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran, or the Hadith, or any one of them, it don't make you better than no human. Okay, because last time I checked, man, the sun outdates all you religions. Okay, and you could put all of them together, and the sun still outdates them. You know? So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And these are the excuses that humans make and the divisions that humans will cause. They would rather have an argument about a religion. Oh, that's disrespectful. Don't say that. No. You must say it if you can't come down to a common understanding when you think that you're better than somebody and you're a human, but you got a different religion, so you can't have a common understanding. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Burn a fire. What sense are you making? And when I always get into that with people, no matter how high a people up is in the religious sectors in life, I'm not talking about the YouTube sector. I'm talking about religious sectors in life. No matter how higher up. When I went talking to people that's religious, you see the anger start to come out when they can't have a simple conversation of why humans argue over different religions and we are still all humans. You see the nastiness come out of them. And that's when they call you all type of things. But you're the one in the religion, not me. You know, and people will call it being disrespectful, but how is it okay for religious people to disrespect other people? I say I'm spiritual, you'll tell me that's nonsense. Okay, let it be. Let it be what it is. But real is real. Because if you take the three main religions in the world and you add all the years they've been here, it still won't add up to the moon. The moon is older than religion as well, too. So, like, let's really get down to it. What are we talking about here? Because I'm wondering, let me throw a rock in the air. When did religion come into the world? To control people. They'll tell you from the beginning of time, right? When? 2,000 years ago? 2,000 years ago? Because I'm wondering, right, if some of these books was 2,000 years ago, or even 5,000 years ago, or 10, you still have things in life that outdate them, that been here. So as I said, what are we arguing about when it comes to the religions? Hmm? What are you fighting about when it comes to humans fighting over religion and don't got respect for human life? Because no matter what religion you believe in, I don't think your superior believes in what you're doing. You're disrespecting your leader. But then after that, you'll have everybody who think like, yeah, we all humans. Yeah, if we all humans, why do everybody got different religions? Hmm? And this is just to show you the mass confusion that they laid upon the human race. Okay? All of it is just confusions and blinds and shades over your eyes. Yes, you're supposed to argue. You're supposed to. Because that's the only way to keep you sheltered into this thing. Because if you don't argue, what's the sense of them making their money and making their plan go? They have to have the people to argue to make their plan go. They need the people to argue to make their world keep moving. If people come together, they don't have a world no more. They don't have schemes. They don't have tricks. They don't have a machine that's going. You have a machine that's stopped. You know? You have something that stops in its tracks. And this is why you have a certain few that been living throughout humankind and life itself. Because the animals are with us. Even though you see them, killing them every day. You know? Because they know. And this is nothing crazy. But this is just real. If the humans ever would uprise in the world on Earth, right? The animals would uprise with the humans, okay? I'm gonna say it again. If the humans would ever uprise on Earth, the animals would uprise with the humans. That's the birds, the tigers, the snakes, the rats, the roaches, all of them. Bruh, you don't mess with life. And that's what they done did. They played with life. Now ask yourself when you see a dolphin and a human interacting good, or interacting in one sense of overstanding each other. Don't ask yourself why. You should ask yourself why you're not into that same frequency. Because people will want to call it crazy. Or they'll say, oh my gosh, that's so wonderful. The dolphin likes the human and the human is liking the dolphin. Why don't you get on that frequency as well, okay? But it ain't everybody could tap into that. And this is why they have all these things as our cell phones, YouTube, Twitter, all of this nonsense, all of this crazy crap to block you from yourself. They don't want your soul forced. They don't want your soul forced to be awakened. Nah, they want you to sleep, fall in a coma, fall in slumber. They want you to forget. That's the main thing that they love people to do too, forget, because we live in a microwave society where, boom, today you got something, 3 days later they done forgot what they got. Where people are forgetting very quick in these times. People don't write things down no more. Everybody got their cell phone. People don't remember things no more. Everybody got their cell phone. People don't even communicate like we used to in the 80s and the 90s. But everybody got cell phones. And it's just to ask you, if everybody got these cell phones and people are not even loving each other like it was back in the days, and people showing respect to each other back in the days, what is this digital technology really doing to the humans? What is it doing? Is it making you forget who you are? Is it making you forget about real life? As soon as you pop up on one of your timelines or something, you may hear about, oh, Puffy, or you may hear about Iran, or you may hear about Trump, or you may hear about egg prices going up, or you may hear about gas, or something happened in the Tesla factory, Elon Musk going to get a new rocket, all these different things, but you won't hear about them putting money into a school fund that really need fund. You won't hear about somebody that could really help people around the world getting help. You wouldn't hear about a kid saving some ducks on a bridge. You won't hear about real life, but you'll hear about things that will distract you from real life. You know, there's a lot of distractions in this world today that will distract you from the truth. Because humans ain't see nothing yet. They ain't see nothing yet. Because everybody playing, that's playing. And those who ain't playing, they living into a world of watching people that's playing with a life. You know? It's like TV inside of a TV. A movie watching a movie. You know? And when all of this hit the fan and the ceiling cracks, it's going to be sad days for people that didn't listen. You know, because I used to say I'll feel sorry for people when things happen of what's going to happen into the world. But real life, we all see people don't listen. They don't take heed to the signs. They don't take heed. They play. Hurricanes come, tornadoes come, tsunamis come. They play around. They don't care. They think everything is all good. But trust me. And trust the universe itself. When she act up, she gonna act up. When she clap back, she gonna clap back. And there ain't nothing no human could do to stop it. Nothing. You could build all your technology, build all your defenses, but you can't stop something that was here before you and to be here after you. That's just real. You can't outlive this. Because the program they created, the real program, would outlive the fake program. Because the real program is pure. This fake program that we living in is copy. It's like them old floppy disks we used to put in the computers. Program. But trust me, every program fails. Especially one that ain't good. And it ain't nothing good about this program. There ain't nothing good about it. Got bad energy all around this program where it's gonna blow. You know? It's toxics all around it. And it's gonna explode on itself. Because it's like a disease that's being spread. We are the cure. But just don't get that disease on you. Don't get taken by it either. Because many people jumped into the program. And it will be hard for them to find their way out of the program. Some people stay stuck in it for a lifetime. It's sad. It's crazy though. And governments really try to play gods. Cause you ain't doing nothing good for the people. Cause if it's like that, God needs to rain down on all these governments. Every single one of them. You ain't doing nothing but hurting the people. As long as I got breath in my body, and if I don't, I'm gonna fight for the people of the world. No. A lot of people will say, yeah, you're on a mission impossible, but I I know I'll succeed, and I know many others will succeed. Because it's for you to see the finish line. Sometimes when you have a race that's probably weighing heavy on your shoulder, don't worry about the race. Just worry about where you started and where you're supposed to finish at. Don't worry about the bumps in the road. Don't worry what's on the sideline. Don't worry what shoes you got on in the race that day. Just make sure the main thing you're supposed to worry about is you running your race. Don't worry who on the race either. Don't worry who you racing. Because at the end of the day, and the main thing is, you racing yourself. And this is the time where you're supposed to be your best self. You're only racing you from start to finish. Don't worry what's in between. Know you gonna get to the finish line. No matter how, but know you gonna get there. And that's seeing through all of this nonsense. When you look through all of this, you say, wow, they call this L-I-F-E. They call it life. And in life, I've seen many people lost. And it wasn't easy to talk to them. When you see many people lost, it wasn't easy. Because you have some people that wake up and they don't understand what's going on in life. They're functioning, but they don't really know what's going on in the bigger scale. Some care, some don't care. But the ones that do care, it mess with their mind. And the ones that don't care, it will mess with their mind later on. Because you will have to deal with it sometime or the other. You know, so when you look at it, you look at life and you're seeing like, what are we doing? Because I always tell people to ask themselves. We heard many stories of you live, yes, and we pass on, we transition to the afterlife. And the stage of your human life into your human vehicle, into your spiritual aura, being, celestial soul. It's inside of you. You ask yourself, what are humans doing though on earth? What are they fulfilling on earth? Because outside of you living and transitioning, what are you really doing? What are we here doing? Many people And I hit them with that. Some people stay puzzled, and it's okay for you to stay puzzled because that's the whole journey about this adventure. It's not what about people tell you about how people used to live in the old and all of that. Nah, that's all cool. It's respectable for you to listen to and then take, but you as an individual soul, it's your job and it's your journey to journey it. Yes, you may meet people and family members along the way, but you are on an individual journey. Yes, you may get married. Yes, you may have kids, but you are still on an individual journey. Because, to be politically correct and to be honest, you're going in the casket by yourself. You know? You're going in there by yourself. And when it's time for you to go where you have to go, you're going in that door by yourself. You're not going in that door with nobody. You're going by yourself as an individual soul. So, you have to understand it's your job in this journey to really live this adventure respectfully. Because no matter how widespread I may go in some of my lives, I'm gonna always circle the block and get back to the main point. And what it means, respect. This life could be so good for so many if they live their life with respect. Okay, all the lust and all of the negative traits, that's the danger of what the eyes see. And that's the danger that came into the world. The greed, the lust, the envy, the jealousy. If I want this, or they shouldn't have this, or they don't deserve this. Those are certain things that mess up all of us in the world. Of what you think a person shouldn't have, or what you think a person shouldn't deserve. And we take from each other as human beings. We take from each other. But as I said, we're going to get into the form of building back each other up, respecting each other, showing each other love. It ain't soft showing love, man. A lot of that other type of energy, that's weak. That's the weak stuff. That's weak, don't let nobody tell you no different. People will tell people different, but trust me. I done seen some of the biggest people in the world fold. And I ain't talking about violence. I'm talking about folding to real life. Where life break them back down to zero. Bring them back down to earth. Because it don't matter about your money. It don't matter about how much houses you got. How much cars you got. Because when all that's away, some people forget how to live and forget who they are. But the sad thing about it is, When they had all that, they didn't know who they was. And this is what some people have to really start realizing. The materialistic things don't make none of us. We make them. We make that car spin. We make that money spin. We make that house stand. It don't make you. And this is why it's sad when humans use that against each other. But it comes to the point where it shows the mental growth of some. And this is why we can't be playing games with certain adults or even kids as well. We have to teach each other again. A lot of this nonsense ain't cool. And people be really thinking that it's something, but the thing is, it's like a lot of it could be called out of nonsense, you know? Because if you think that you could be doing what you're doing and there's no kickback to what you're doing, you got something else coming to you. Okay? Every action and step you take, is something gonna come back to that. When you walk, you walking. When you talking, you talking. No, this vibration in this world is real. It ain't something you gotta believe in. That's the thing about this real life. It ain't about believing in it. It's there. It ain't about if you believe in it or not. You can't believe in real reality. You can't believe in real life. It's there. You know? It's there. I just hope the human race really wake up, you know? Really wake up. And since I'm on the topic of respect, I don't really know what happened in the game with the Yankees and the Mets on Sunday, but I will check the score and give everybody an update on that. But I'm gonna give real respect, you know, because I had my New York Mets hat on today. Let me say this. Mets won the first game 6-5. I said, okay. Second game, they came firing off with a 12-6 game. I said, alright. I'm going to say this from now. They doing their jobs on the NL. They doing their jobs, but the thing is, when it comes down to the playoffs, would they buckle? I don't know, but respect to them. You know, because they got 2 games from us so far. I don't know who won the third game. And I ain't gonna lie, them jerseys they had in game 2 was fly. Those Mets jerseys was fly. I like them joints, how they look. Nice. Yankees, our bats need to wake up. We need to start hitting in some runs, you know, and stop playing around, because I do not want to see us break down going into the playoffs or anything like that, you know, going to the playoffs looking all crippled. Because we need to go into the playoffs strong and I'm gonna be honest, it'll be okay if we take these losses right now and our bats ain't woke right now. But when it gets to the end of the season, we don't need to be playing like this at all. We don't need to be playing like this, losing a series, then going into the next series losing. Like, we need to buckle up. For real, because I'm looking for us to win the championship this year, man. You know? It's championship or bust for the Yankees. And that's like the same thing with the Knicks next season. We got to play better. You know? We got to play better. Shoot. I give you a joke, though. Ever since I could remember, the Knicks been trying to win the championship. And every year we say next year. Well, you know what? Next year coming, and we gonna be on this joint, like from first game all the way to the last game. Bro, we just gotta play our basketball, we gotta really shut down on the turnovers. Mike Brown gone. I really want to see how Mike Brown gonna run the defense. Like that's one of my main things: the defense and the bench. Like I don't care about the scoring. We could score. The Knicks could score. We could score 110 easy. If we happy, we could score 120. 100. That's nothing for the Knicks to score. That's easy. Like, we're going to score a lot of points this year, but what I really want us to do is hold teams under 90 points or under 100 points, And I'm talking about West Coast teams mostly. Like, because if we want to win a championship, we're going to have to show our defense in the season. Like, everybody could talk about, the playoffs, but nah, man. We're going to have to build that character from the season and bring it into the playoffs. Build muscle memory. And I hope that players are working now together, because we can't go into next season and thinking that we're going to play like last season. Mike Brown needs to change everything around. His staff needs to be changed around. Like, all respect to Tom Thibodeau, we still on the respect factor. But he need his own coaching staff and everything. And Jalen Brunson, Rick Brunson, father, you need to mind your business. You need to sit on the bench. Like, sit down, sir. Mind your business. I don't know if somebody need to give him that memo or write him a letter, but Rick Brunson need to sit down. Sit down. I don't want you standing up. I don't want you talking about the Knicks. I don't even want to see him really on the bench, For real, if you really want to be technical. Stay in the back or stay at home or stay in the crowd. For real. Because it was up to me. I don't want your son being no point guard in New York. For real. I don't. Because if he don't switch up that playing style by 40 games next year, I'm telling you, we're going to go far in the playoffs, but see what happened to us this year. And it ain't to blame one person, because I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to blame one person. I'm going to blame the whole team. I'm going to blame the whole team. Everybody. I ain't going to blame one person. I ain't going to throw the whole blame on one person. But this year that's coming up, this season, let me tell you, Mr. Jalen Brunson, I want like 8 assists every game. I know that 20, or should I say 15 and 10 from him doing, like, that's me asking for a lot of him giving 10 assists every game. That's me asking for a lot. And that's for any one of us asking for a lot as Knicks supporters and Knicks fans and Knicks watchers and Knicks goers. That's a lot. But 8 every game, that's not asking for a lot, because this is how I could break it down with you giving 8 every game. For each, like, half, like, come on, man. First 2 plays that the Knicks have, that should be 2 assists for you. Okay? Then after that, like, you can hit a couple of lobs to anybody on the team. You can hit a good, like, 3-pointer assist, like, and this is all in the first half. That'll be 4 assists. Next half, third and fourth quarter, you can do the same thing. Dish the ball. We don't need you to be holding this joint for 17 seconds or 15 seconds. I don't even really need you to be holding the... Let me see. The most you should be holding that ball is a good 6 seconds, Bring it up the court. But the thing is, and this is why I could tell that he's like somewhat of a greedy player, but I ain't gonna even be getting on him. When they pass that ball from out of bounds, you should be reading the defense already, okay? While you are walking up the court with the ball. You should be seeing and you should be having a play set up already. And this is how, I don't know who to blame in the Knicks organization, but this is how you could tell the Knicks didn't have a lot of plays set up, or somebody wasn't listening, okay? Because if you're a point guard, you're supposed to see the plays before they even happen. And for the people that don't even... It's like Tom Brady throwing a touchdown to Randy Moss. Because I remember it was one play where Tom Brady threw a pass to Randy Moss, and Randy Moss almost had to play. And they threw the same play, and Randy Moss ran for a touchdown. Okay, this is the same thing with like Kareem and Magic. Okay? If Kareem got down there already and he in the post and he waiting for that ball and Magic is up on the key, Magic gonna feed him. Like, so I hope he really work on being a point guard. Like, study tape, watch tape, practice. Because if you say you love the Knicks or you love basketball like you do, man, like, you'll be... I can't tell nobody how to play basketball, but the thing is, if you ever have mistakes in basketball, you did study. That's one thing I know, like, I hated losing, so if you beated me, I had to play you again, and I'm going to study you. So I hope he study tape of certain point guards. He should study Chris Paul and Steve Nash, and Magic Johnson. Kevin Johnson too. Because I think these are people that he can learn from. Yes, you have a shot when you get hot. Yes. But I don't care what he say or what nobody say. We don't need that shot. We don't. The Knicks do not need that shot at all. You should just stay like a traditional point guard. Be a traditional point guard. Stop trying to be Mr. Fancy This ain't Rucker, and you ain't Rucker Park. You know, find the person that's open. Read the defense. Okay? Stop waiting when people only got like 2 seconds to shoot the ball and the ball is in their hand. That's not good for the players on your team to keep going through that. And that's what you're putting your teammates through. As a point guard for the New York Knicks, you have to see the court. And I'm going to look at it 40 games into the season. Bro, because he don't need to score 20. He don't need to score over 20. He don't need to drop none of that. You know? However, because we need to be the number one team in the East next year. That should be like down. You know? Tatum, I don't really know when he coming back for Boston. I don't know how that team gonna look next year. I don't care about Miami. I don't care about the Nets. Because they gonna be looking how they gonna be looking for now. Until the organization of the Nets really care about putting a team out on that court to really play basketball. Other than that, the Nets are going to be playing the best they could play. You know? Indiana, I could care less. Detroit, I could care less. Orlando, I could care less. Miami, surely could care less. The East Coast is open, and the Knicks better step up. For real, because when Summer League come around for the Knicks, yeah, the young players are going to play, but they better play up to their expectations, you know, and who's going to make it on the team roster, they'll make it on the team roster, but we need a full team next year. That's bench and starters. For real, we need to play bench and starters strong. Yeah, we don't need, for real, our 3-point percentage need to be good. Our free throws need to be good. Our 3-point defense need to be good. You know? We gotta protect the paint. Can't be making people score on us. That's what I'm saying. I want to, like, keep people under 90 or 100. You know, lock down defense. All 4 quarters. Make them tired. For real, run them out the gym. Make them know when they come to Madison Square Garden, they gotta play. And when we go to their home court, we run them out of their gym. Up and down that court. Thank you for everybody that joined my live tonight. Hope you're having a great morning, night, middle of the day. Bless you. Have a great one. Much love.